What's up, guys? Today we're going to be reacting to Clueless Devs Destroyed After Doubling Down on Decision to Fire VTuber VA Over Insensitive Joke by Rev Says Desu. If y'all don't remember what this is about, I reacted to the previous video, I think last week, where this voice actor right here, she made a joke it was like 5 years ago about, oh, this is boring. As she's killing a boar, she was making a dad pun, and then they decided to let. They recently watched seen that, they seen it because some Korean some of their Korean audience seen it and raised a fuss about it. So instead of like actually like reviewing the context and everything, they decided just to fire the voice actor and replace her. Also, might I add, she's not Korean, not the Korean voice actor. She is the English voice actor. So they changed the English voice actor because Korean people had a problem with it. The people that will not be using the English voice acting. I'm like, you can't make this shit up. It's just fucking stupid. But well, let's get into this.
Hey, what's up guys, Ruff here. So in this video I want to give a much needed update to a situation I covered a few days ago involving the VTuber Kronii as well as the game Eternal Return. This is a textbook example of what not to do as a game development team, because this is blown up in their faces in ways I'm sure they never could have imagined. So to give these sort of context before we look into the new stuff here, we have this game Eternal Return, which is a Japanese game, but it also has a pretty prominent Korean fan base as well as an overseas fan base that they were hoping to grow.
I think that review was at one point a lot higher.
With the introduction of a new character voiced by Hololive's Kronii. This is a very popular VTuber with that organization, but also she has a past life as a voice actress. Now, why was there a controversy in the first place? Well, it all stems from a resurfaced clip from nearly 5 years ago that was discovered by a portion of the Korean fan base. This is the clip that got her canceled.
You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
I'm gonna kill this boar.
Bye.
He's such a bore.
I'm gonna go.
A boring. Ha ha ha.
Yes, in case you're
That's a fucking dad joke. Canceled over a dad joke made in 2021. Like, how sad is that?
confused, that was a boar pun. She was encountering a boar and made a boring joke. It's a play on words. But apparently, that joke from this Eternal Return sponsored stream from 5 years ago warranted her position, her role, being removed entirely. In fact,
I honestly will not touch this game. I looked at it, it don't look bad, but like seeing that they bent the knee, I will not touch this game with a 6-foot pole.
this was announced publicly on their Japanese account. This is their official account, where they made a long-winded post basically saying they're going to have more safeguards in place for the future when it comes to vetting overseas talents. And they got absolutely eviscerated for this post. As you can see right here, they got community noted as well, saying context apparently it was because she made a pun about a boar, saying a boring 4 years ago.
Damn, man,
I'm serious. And I kind of like seeing the sassiness in the actual community note here. I think it's very warranted given the ridiculous nature of this situation. But Kronii would respond by saying, breaking news, a tire is tiring and a boar is boring. If you found this pun to be controversial, then hopital. Showing off the ridiculous nature of this entire situation, not only given the fact that this is all over a boar pun, but also...
I'm gonna judge by the title that they double down, and I'm like, go ahead, double down. That's not gonna stop the fucking company doors from closing.
Seemingly a misunderstanding of the translation and some misinformation, and also just malicious intent to get her removed for whatever reason. It is unclear why that sect of the fan base was so mad at her in the first place. But the damage has been done, ladies and gentlemen. In wake of my previous video and that whole thing basically playing out in real time, you can see we were really about here on the Steam reviews chart. Things have not gotten better. Okay, in fact, you can see it got worse the second day. The third day was pretty much the same, and it just got worse and worse. And the total recent reviews is mostly negative and very deserved. And if you scroll down and you start looking at the recent reviews, you can see this person saying boring, and then boring game, pretty boring. But the ones that are, of course, actually filed by people who put pretty serious time into the game, like this person with around 3,000 hours on record said boring. This is beyond pathetic. I cannot speak for North America, but in the EU, we are already struggling with a low player base. This voice acting choice was an amazing opportunity for more players to discover the game, but alas, the community that won't even use the English language got so butthurt over a mistranslated dad joke that in English language was harmless that the VA got fired. The worst part is that they were so afraid of the backlash that they posted an explanation only on Japanese Twitter, ignoring completely the English-speaking community. And that is a very important point. They fled to their Japanese account to make this announcement that had to do with an English voice actor.
See, they 100% knew this was going to be controversial and it was going to bite them in the ass. So they tried to make it low-key under the deal, like, hey, maybe they won't notice. Yeah, newsflash, people noticed.
It seems like they were ducking the situation.
If they walk it back, I'll actually install the game and give it a try. Because, like, I used to play Smite. I liked Smite. Smite was a fun game, and it seems like it's something like that, one of those, like, Dota games.
Trying to appease a very lucrative, financially speaking, portion of their fan base that started this whole part out of the Korean fan base. And it just looks really, really bad. And as pointed out here, this was a massive opportunity to expand their English-speaking players,
people love
their entire player base. There's already issues with the English-speaking side when it comes to matchmaking. This was a huge opportunity. Right here, the character Byung, which was supposed to be voiced by Kronii.
Okay, that would have been perfect.
This would have been a huge announcement. She obviously would have streamed this. She would have promoted this and introduced tens of thousands of new people to this franchise. But instead, you get this. They finally got this preview that was uploaded yesterday, which coincided with another barrage of negative reviews. And you can see the YouTube like to dislike 100 likes versus nearly 400 dislikes previewing this character that does not have an English voice actor. It'll be coming in a later update, which just sounds as bad as you would expect in this situation. And the whole comment section is just roasting them, right? No English VA. If only you had one of the best English VAs with already recorded voice lines available. Here's another one saying, so we're just gonna not address this boar in the room? Elephant in the room, address me. How you managed to make a bruiser even more boring than Darko and Garnet by combining the two and making it look like a knockoff Zenless Zone Zero character is astounding. Some of the most wasted potential by a Korean studio since Dark and Darker. Boring design and a boring season theme overall. Guess I won't be playing much this season. Are we for real, bro? And so on and so forth. You can even see people getting creative with the emoji saying boring. Okay, and if you go to Twitter, it's not much better. Okay?
Oh yeah, they're getting
in fact, they're not posting on their official Japanese account.
They probably locked down and are just going to try to duck their head down and wait till it blows over.
They're posting on whatever this account is that says they are the official Twitter of Eternal Return. They shared this preview of the character, and boy, it did not go well the other day. You can see the comment section. I don't know. Looks a little boring to me. You seriously don't think you're not forgetting
Damn,
anything
they creative.
with a boar saying, address me. This is the first time this meme has ever actually made me even begin to smile. This is such an overused joke. But then you can see people bringing up the announcement saying, please translate this and add it to the X handle. Then people saying you forgot to post this with the original announcement that was eventually edited. Then you have people unironically defending this, saying, absolutely phenomenal design of a character. Shame Crony/Dodo died for this, but we must protect the new VA instead of spamming boar.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to protect a new voice actor. I get it if you want the position. I get that, but I'm sorry. I'm not going to protect you. The reason the old voice actor was let go is an absolute bullshit reason. It is unjustified, and I will not continue to give the company shit because fuck the company. I don't care. I'm sorry if that means that your voice acting position gets taken away or moved to a different different character. I'm sorry for that, but you shouldn't have been given the role in the first place because the role was supposed to go to somebody else. They're the fucked one. The company fucked up, and the company should have to pay for it.
Gamers and gamettes, absolutely not.
Fuck them.
The boar spam will continue until morale improves. As you can see here, no, it was not worth the cost whatsoever. This could be the best looking character ever. It was not worth the cost. And there's no new VA to protect as far as I can see. They haven't even added it yet. So
I would be happy to see that voice actors just straight up turn them down. But I don't figure that's going to happen. Odds are it's not going to happen.
I don't really know what we're protecting, but I understand why people are very upset. And you can see the boar posting continues. Ladies and gentlemen, people know exactly what is going on here with this game. But overall, it's an absolute disaster. This whole thing is a complete disaster. This is the game that had a golden opportunity to promote itself overseas to a much needed expansion of its English-speaking player base. And they dropped the ball big time. Like, there's no coming back from this, and they're just burying.
No, they can come back from this. You know what they need to do? Walk it back. Admit you made a mistake. But then, you gotta admit you made a mistake. Now, companies can't do that, because then they're like, they don't want to do that, because then it looks bad to their investors, like they admit that they made a mistake.
Their heads in the sand, hoping things will pass over, but that is not what's happening
pass over when the door closes.
Whatsoever. And they have no one to blame but themselves. Whether this was a mix of poor translations, poor research, a knee-jerk reaction to an angry part of the community that is financially tied to their success, I don't know. It's probably a mix of many things, but they're just kind of ignoring everything, and that's not going to work at this point. They dropped the ball. They had an amazing opportunity, and they completely ruined. This is a great example of what not to do as a developer when faced with a controversy like this. They bent the knee, and they've lost all of their potential growth, at least with the overseas audience. But anyways, that
Americans, Korea, I've been told Koreans will spend a lot of money, but so will Americans. Especially since it's a free-to-play and you add, like, good-looking skins on that, people will drop about $30 on a skin. Maybe even 100 if you, like, make it look good enough. But that's crazy.
That's going to do it for this update and this video. If you enjoyed it, consider giving this video a like.
I did enjoy it. Hey, thank you, man. I'm going to leave a link down to this video in the description below, as well as a link to the channel. If y'all would, I'm like, go let Eternal Return know your feedback, like how you dislike this, like want the old voice actor back. I do highly recommend you do that. I'm not advising you to harass them. I'm advising just, hey, I'm like, can you switch it back to the old voice actor, the other voice, the VTuber voice actor, Crony. Can you switch it back to being Crony, being the voice actor? Like, but that's all I can really suggest. Again, if you own this video I reacted to, feel free to contact me if you want it taken down. I will oblige if you want. Oh, excuse me. And other than that, I hope everyone here has a great day. Please let me know your feedback in the comments down below, and catch you later.